Man, I can't make this shit up. Grandmother, 2 grandchildren in Baltimore, and her son in the car on the way from her granddaughter's basketball game. Whatever type of altercation happened at the basketball game, it led to outside the basketball game. Whereas though when she was driving away and pulled up to the light, multiple assailants hop out their car on the other side of the street and behind her and X her out execution style, man. You gotta check this shit out.
52-year-old Antionette Jennings worked for Baltimore City Schools and had just left her granddaughter's basketball game where there had been an altercation involving the two teams. Alexa Ashwell joins us live in studio with some newly obtained surveillance video that captures the disturbing, really sad crime. Alexa?
Yes, Mary, I spoke with the victim's husband off camera. As you can imagine, they're simply devastated by this crime. He tells me his wife, their son, and 2 grandchildren were inside this car and had just left one granddaughter's basketball game when they were ambushed at a red light. Shocking surveillance captures the ambush of 52-year-old Antionette Jennings, her 29-year-old son, and 2 granddaughters following a basketball game this past Wednesday evening. Take a look. The family is stopped at this red light at York Road and Woodbourne Avenue in North Baltimore. Suddenly, 2 people appear in the crosswalk on the left side of your screen. A third person exits the car stopped behind the victim's car. Seconds later, shots fired. As the suspects run out of frame, a car that had pulled up in the opposite lane just before the shooting pulls off. 2 of the victims then jump out of the car in a desperate attempt to save the young grandmother's life.
We had 2 shooters that appeared and opened fire on the vehicle.
At the scene, Baltimore police confirmed the shooting was targeted. The next day, Commissioner Richard Worley was questioned further, specifically whether the shooting was connected to a basketball game.
I can't get into what it was connected to. I can tell you it was something that should never have escalated, as nothing should escalate to gunfire. But this was something that was a minor altercation that we believe turned into this family being targeted.
Off camera, the victim's husband tells me the family had just left their granddaughter's basketball game where there had been an altercation. The match was between Bel Air Edison and the Seed School, but had been played here at Tunbridge Public Charter School, which is just blocks from the intersection where the family was ambushed. Baltimore City Schools hasn't confirmed the altercation during the game, but did confirm Tunstall Jennings was a pre-K para-educator at Waverly Elementary Middle School. A wife, mother, grandmother, and educator violently taken, and the suspects on the run.
So I gotta get the rest of this story, man. This ain't cool at all. This grandmother with 2 grandchildren, 2 of her grandchildren in the car, and her son, you see them hop out. They got hit too, but they made it through. You see them hop out the car, run around and try to help her out while her husband had to deal with that. Philly like Baltimore, man. Baltimore's like Philly. It's the trenches. It's really the hood. We gotta do better, man. Gotta do it. You can't. It's to the point where you can't even go to your grandchildren's basketball game, and one of her granddaughters was playing. You can't even go to your grandchildren's basketball game without these little. The world used to be so colorful, now it's dark. Everybody got on ski masks, shiesties, and all black, Under Armour, North Face, Carhartt, whatever. Everybody looked the same. It make you not even want to go nowhere. But to the point, imagine if that was your mother or your grandmother. This shit never settles right, man.